Hi guys, it's Dr. Lou's Low Carb Diet and I'm Dr. Lou. Today we're looking at whether or not over 20 grams carbohydrates kicks you out of ketosis. True or false? Stay tuned. Okay guys, so ketosis, 20 grams and under, you're in ketosis. Over 20 grams, you can still be in ketosis. Now, how does ketosis work? Ketosis has, as if you could put it in your mind, a scale. If you turn around and you say to yourself, I'm on 20 grams and down here, that's pure ketosis. You are no longer having any issues being, seen as, oh, I'm so, I'm slowed down, I'm not burning very well my fat. You should be burning fat quite efficiently if you're under 20 grams. Now, when you have your 20 grams, that is so low that your insulin is mega low. And that then signals for your body to produce ketones. Now, these ketones, they are going to be produced and they are going to take the place of glucose. How does this end up with you burning a lot of fat? Because ketones are made in your liver and your liver has taken all the fat from your adipose cells to create those ketones. Now, that is how you lose weight. So you are usually in no problem and you'll continue to be in ketosis around 20 grams and under. Now, every person is slightly different depending on your height, your size, your weight, all these type of things can contribute to how you are slightly different because you may burn more energy through the day. So as a general rule, 20 grams is that limit. So if you are above 20 grams, you're usually in a low carb diet. So you are still understanding ketosis is a low carb diet, but it's under 20 grams. That doesn't mean you're not in ketosis, because what happens is that to be fully in ketosis, you usually have to be below 20 or around that area, simply because things can push you to be deeper into ketosis, even if you're above 20 grams. Now, how does it exactly work? Everything you do contributes to the energy you burn. If you're burning all those carbs instantly away and you're then going into needing more fat, then you're going to burn more fat and you're going to be in ketosis and deeper ketosis as well. So the whole idea is, yes, stay below 20 grams. If you go over, don't panic. Your body physiology could be slightly different, but also your urinalysis or your ketone meter or your breathalyzer can indicate whether you're in ketosis or not. So if you have ketones, you should pretty much still be doing a form of ketosis. Now, when you get into usually the optimal range of 1.5 to 4, or is it 1.4 to 3, on your reading for your urinalysis, then that is going to tell you that those will have an impact on your body quite effectively, burning the fat. Now, you understand that you also have to have a clear indicator of what is going on. So I've produced a visualization for you. So this is the visualization here of the meter. So if you're curious, does 20 grams push me out? Well, you don't have to be. So the 20 gram meter is the green light for ketosis. And you also then have 21 to 30 grams seen as low carb. But because it's a transitional period, you can go up to 22 and then you can go quickly back down to it in the same day very easily, because you have demanded more energy or something has occurred, and it's going to then still remedy you to be still fat burning. And it doesn't stop fat burning, because you can see here 21 to 30 is low carb, yes, and then you've got 30 to 50, which is still a low carb diet. But again, you notice it's not being added here, because even though it's still seen as low carb, it is definitely not ketosis in the full, and it will be a minimum fat burning when you're over 30 grams to 50 grams. As soon as you hit over 50 grams, no ketosis at all. This is because the high insulin amount is released in your body to get rid of the carbs, and that signals to your liver, stop, any ketone production. So if you're worried about, oh, do I go over, I'm going to go out of ketosis, you won't. Because what will happen is that you'll go to ketosis and it starts going out of ketosis, but you'll bring yourself back straight in again, even after a short period of time. As long as you compensate, or you go, okay, I've made a mistake, I've went to 21, 22, I'm going to eat eggs for the rest of the day. And then that way your body gets just pure no energy from carbs, and then it will then slightly go down and down again, especially when you sleep. Now, so you can see obviously that this is the kind of understanding. Don't panic if you go 21 to 30. If you go 30 up to 50, that's when you have to say, now I'm really not going to be burning fat efficiently. So, but some people like to stay in that area because you burn enough to keep or balance your weight. So some people like to exit ketosis by slowly moving out over a period of time and then having always a low amount of carbs, so over 50, maybe 50 to 100, and then that, because of the still very small amount of energy, your calories aren't high enough for you to put on weight. So again, you have a lot of issues that you can come to, and different physiologies, different situations. So for example, here's an idea. If you do go over 20 and you're worried, here's a little diagram I've put together for you. So how to fix a 21 to 30 grams to get you back into ketosis. So don't forget, it's kind of like a continuum. Yeah, your dieting is a continuum, obviously, until obviously you pop your clogs. So this continuum of dieting, and dieting, obviously just means the food you eat. And yes, in some contexts, it means restrict calories. But the main idea here is when you come down to understanding, I've gone over 20 grams. I want to see me come back into ketosis. You haven't lost it. It takes 3 days to get into it, yes, but you won't have an issue unless you hit over 50 grams. So if you hit well over 50 grams, there's definitely no easy way back. You're going to have to go 3 days again back into ketosis, or 2 days, depending on what you eat. So you can do, if you look at my hardcore keto video, you can be in ketosis in about a day and a half for sure. 1 day for some people. Now, when you look here, you can see how to fix 21 to 30 grams of carb, get back into ketosis. So the first thing is check your ketones. Have a look at your urinalysis. Have you got a lighter testing? If it is, that's telling you in another 2 to 3 hours, it's going to get lighter most likely. So this is obviously when the carbs are changing and signaling with higher insulin to say, stop making ketones, slow down. So it does. But then you can turn around and say, no, go back to ketones. How do I do that? You tell, okay, I'm going to go for a run. You can run up and down the stairs as much as you can until you're really panting and out of breath. You can go for a fast walk for a long period, like an hour. You can do a cycle for a long period, or you can go for an intense run. And this is going to then shock your body, demand energy, and then you're going to be shooting out, producing more ketones because you cannot provide the energy with the carbs. So you will then go back to that. Then what you do is you eat 0 carbs 100%. No snacks, no processed food. Go simply for pure meat. Yes, not something like liver, obviously. Go for meat that has 0 carbs. So you go for, say, chicken breast, you go for steak, you eat eggs, yes, you eat cheese, but always check 0 carb. The best ones are 0 carb. Never buy any of those that are got carb in them, because then it will always be the negative side for your diet. So what happens is, as you do all these exercises and you don't provide any more carbs, you burn off all that glucose really quickly, and then you reduce insulin quickly. And the physiology, though it varies for everyone, you will be back on ketosis. Okay, so you don't terminate ketosis instantly unless you jump over 50 grams around this kind of area. 40, 50 grams is going to whack you back because your insulin will spike. So if you can get, and you don't eat too much, and you get to 21 to 30, or even maybe you're up to 40, 0 carbs, go for a run, burn loads of energy, glucose disappears, your insulin drops, your body liver goes, whoa, production for ketones, full ahead, and then you drop back into ketosis. Okay, so don't panic if you've gone over and you're thinking, oh, I've stopped the diet. You haven't, so don't worry. But if you do go over a large amount, which then I'm thinking, is that a mistake, or are you literally sitting there with a cheeseburger and fries? So the whole idea is then, well, you made it that way, so you're going to have to go through the 3 days to get back into ketosis. Yes, you can do it, as I said, in a day to a day and a half. If you want that, look at my hardcore keto diet. If you want 2 days, look at my fast keto diet. And if you want a normal one, just go for a normal how to get into ketosis. So that's the main idea. So don't stress, and you would have easily got back into ketosis with no problems. Okay, guys, so I hope you liked the video. Please thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any comments, pop them down below. Okay, guys, so I'll see you on the next one.